This is Jay Bradley with Creepy Encounters. It is October 24, 2018. Please disregard the date and timestamp, for it is not correct. I am on Medino Lane in approximately 10 miles west of the Great Sand Dunes and several miles to the east of Hooper, Colorado. On this night, in addition to me viewing some anomalous lights that are north and east of me here in the San Luis Valley, I have noticed after viewing the video that some other anomalous sources of light were recorded even though I was unaware of their presence. They appear to be close to my location, but more on that later. I'm using a Best Gardner night vision camera. It is set on the infrared mode, making all the lights look white, even though many of the larger lights were orange in color. To give you lay of the land, the red arrow shows you the valley floor. The next will be the slopes of the Sangre de Cristo Mountains. I unfortunately jostled the camera, vegetation in front of me. But also note that vegetation, even though it's blurry, is not moving. It is not windy at all. And that's going to be important to us later on when we look at several events that occur that you might attribute to wind, but it again was dead calm. I'm focusing on those anomalous lights in front of me. Most of those are white in color, but a couple of those are orange like we have seen in previous videos. They appear to be on the valley floor, and they are, I would say, miles away from my location. Now I'm going to readjust the camera, pan more right, zoom out. You can see a lot of the lights that are out there. Get a better perspective of those. On the right, you're going to see a very bright light. That is orange in color, and if you've seen any of my other videos, you will hear me make mention of that. You will see this orange light flare up, reduce in size, and then grow and flare up again. I see this behavior, if you want to call it that, over and over again when I visit the San Luis Valley, and it usually happens with these orange lights for some reason. Next, you're going to see a light source of some kind move in front of the camera and over my head. It was not windy. I don't believe it's dust. It's the only video I've taken the entire time that has shown these features. I say features because it happened more than once. This was the one that was more apparent. There it is right there. I will go ahead and freeze frame it and show you what this looks like. I'm in IR mode. I don't know what we're dealing with here. That was passing left to right across frame. But you will see this occur in other parts of this clip, and I will go ahead and slow those down when we get there. I've duplicated the clip. I have slowed it down to 10% of its normal speed, and you will see that white image pass in front of the camera. It was not foggy, and it was not windy. I don't believe it's dust. There's a light traveling from right to left of frame. I've got a circle around it. I see this a lot off in the distance. Small lights, white usually, flaring and moving at great speeds at times. This is probably several miles to my north and east, heading, I would say, probably northbound or northwest. That would be my guess. Next, you're going to see another one of those patches or swaths of moving light across the frame from left to right. It's going to happen very quickly here, right there, I believe. And then I'm going to go duplicate the clip and show you its movement at 10% speed. Again, this is the only video I've ever taken there that showed this kind of event. And it is not dust. It was not windy that night. Panning to the right, zooming out, I find another interesting light. It's one of those orange lights again that is pulsing off in the distance, right there. And also I place a red arrow by this other light. I see a lot of these that are not as bright. They have that envelope of gray or transparency around the outside of the orb, if you will. And then they have a light emanating many times from the center of it or around the edge of that light. I'm going to show you another one of those flashes of white light, if you will. It's going to happen on the right side of the frame. It's going to occur very quickly. You'll see it here in just a second. right there. I slow it down to 10% of its normal speed. Seems to occur on the right-hand side of frame. Shortly after this, another white flash appears. You'll see it here in just a second. Right there. I've slowed it down to 10% of normal speed. Right there is where it appears. Looks like it's going from left to right. Next one shows up very quickly. Slow it down at 10% normal speed. Looks like it flashes more down in the right-hand corner. Yet another white flash occurs, this time right side of frame. You're going to see it right here. Slow it down 10% of normal speed. Seems to be eluding me at this point for some reason, somewhat camera shy. Well, that's it for this clip of these anomalous and odd looking lights there in the San Luis Valley. And those strange images, those white images that were appearing in front of the camera and off to right of frame. I will offer that out of dozens of videos that I have taken in this area, that is the only one where I have seen those features. That white light, that fog, that dust, which it is not, because it was not foggy that night and it was not windy. Are they small pieces of dust? Are they those circles of confusion you read about that are associated with orbs that are an artifact of the camera operation itself? I don't know, but I have had many strange things occur at this spot on this road, and some of them should have been caught on camera. They were visible, should have caught them on dash cam, and for some reason the equipment didn't operate properly or didn't record it at that point. But anyway, it's been a lot of fun going out there and doing these things. I would certainly appreciate your analysis, your comments, your suggestions on what you've seen in this clip. And feel free to do that at my website. That is at creepyencounters.com. Thanks.